Right folks, today it's pouring with rain outside, so I think I'm going to do some electrolysis. Got all this dirty silver here and all set up ready to go. That's the water and the electrolyte, which is just soda, connected up to a 12 volt, 12 amp hour battery. Let's see how it goes. And I start off with this ring, which is only lightly corroded. We'll see how that comes out. Shouldn't take very long at all. Here we are with the first ring, which should always be connected to the minus terminal, the negative. As soon as it goes in the water, it starts to fizz. Quite strong, because this is a strong battery. Trick is not to leave it in there for too long at all. Just maybe 30 seconds at a time, and then you'll be able to see without getting pitting all over the ring or other piece of jewellery. So here's the ring after less than a minute in the electrolyte. I'm just going to clean it up a bit with some dry soda. As you can see, quite a bit of the corrosion's already gone. It's kind of difficult doing a video with your phone. So here's the ring after just a light rub with some dry bicarbonate of soda. As you can see, it's already cleaned up pretty much as good as new. Only thing that remains to be done with this one is to polish it with the wheel. Here's the next one that's going in. This one's quite a lot more corroded. It's been in the sea for a long time, so we'll probably have to give this one a bit longer. Let's see how it goes. Fizzing away. But as I thought, this one is going to take a bit longer. I'll give it a couple of minutes and see what comes off. Right, this one's been in for about 2 minutes. Most of the black has gone off it, but you can still see some bits of sand incrustation on it. So I'm going to give it a couple more minutes. It's also going to need a little bit more work because the inside's pitted from the corrosion. So when I polish it up, I'll use some fine sandpaper to start that, and then some polishes. We'll see later. So after maybe 5 minutes of electrolysis, this one that had a thick layer of corrosion on it has come up quite good. I've started to rub down some of the pitting and the scratches in preparation to polishing it, but that's probably for another video. Next subject is this quite old Soviet style ring with a stone. It's probably not going to take that long in the electrolysis and should clean up quite nicely. This will be 875 silver, so not quite as high as 925. Still should come up pretty much instantly. You start to see all the black falling off it. And I don't expect this one's going to take very long at all. So, after literally just 30 seconds in the electrolyte, this one is already looking much better. Probably ready to have a final rub down and then a polish. So you see just how quickly electrolysis can work if you do it right. Another pretty heavily corroded ring. It's been in the sea again for a long time. This one will probably take a few minutes. We'll see how it goes. As you can see, this one's looking a lot better already. It's a little bit pitted, so it's going to need some rubbing down before I polish it. But it should be quite a nice ring when it's done. It's a bit difficult making a video with just one hand. I'd like to show how easily the black comes off when you rub it with the soda after the electrolysis. But I can't do that because I've only got 2 hands. The next subject is this one, which is only very lightly corroded really, so it should just take a few seconds in the electrolysis and very little work to polish it up afterwards. As you can see, this one's come up pretty much like new already. It's going to only take a little bit of polishing to get that back to brand new condition. That's just with the soda. Amazing. Here's another ring that's only got a bit of a light freshwater patina on it. That also shouldn't take very long in the electrolysis, and it'll come up almost like new. Well, as I expected, this one just took about 30 seconds and really only needs a light polishing before it's as good as new. Magic. Obviously, electrolysis doesn't just work on rings. So you can see here how I'm attached a cross to the electrode so I can hang it into the solution. This one also shouldn't take very long at all. The same cross after literally about 15 seconds in the electrolysis and the lightest of rubs with some dry soda and a toothbrush. Can't get any easier than that. Next subject, a tiny little silver medallion, religious of some sort. I found this one in the sea in Spain. Should come up quite nicely. I think this must be quite an old relic actually. It's quite interesting. I turned it over and on the back there's a little compartment, and in Spanish it says this is an authentic relic. I guess that it was in the little hole in the center there at one time. Unfortunately it's not there anymore. Still quite interesting. This is the final one I'm going to do today. Really, it doesn't even need electrolysis. It's so lightly corroded. Sorry about the focus. But we'll give it a quick dip and it should come out nicely. For the next step I'm going to use this buffing wheel attached to a flex shaft, attached to a Dremel, and green polishing paste. Can't really video while I'm doing it because, as I said, I've only got a phone to video with and I don't have a tripod or anything to hold the camera while I'm actually working. So you'll just have to trust me that I've done it.